cool, and they want to look sophisticated. Yeah.
I want to talk about the whole aspect of you making Kenyan-made designs, because we've had this conversation a couple times here on Fashion Friday where people might feel a little bit intimidated by the pricing of some of these dresses. Yes, we're trying to promote Kenyan designers and you know, promote their work, but it's not cheap to make these clothes, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
So let's talk costings a little bit.
Costings.
Yes.
Costing, I would still say I'm very much affordable. Okay. My gowns start from 25,000, and so I believe that is a very achievable, especially if you know what you want. What makes a lot of designers' cost to be higher than the stuff that we get abroad or elsewhere?
Like things that are mass produced.
Yeah,
right?
Things that they're all computerized, and so production is very easy. You do not have to do a lot of calculations to do this. For me, I have to work with a particular size, and just the fact that you're not doing mass makes your work to be detailed. It's custom. I got to talk to you like we are talking. I got to understand your body. I got to understand your style. I got to understand your taste. I got to understand the environment and where are you going to put on this dress? Are you going to work? Are you going for a party? Are you going to attend a wedding? All this, it takes time. So when I'm sourcing for fabrics, all this I put in consideration. And so this is what leads me to the cost.
Yeah, to creating special, unique pieces.
Exactly.
You've dressed quite a number of celebrities.
Yes, I have.
Seen online. Maybe you can mention a couple of people that you've worked with and the types of, pieces that you've made for them.
I'll count for the most recent. I was very honored to dress Sarah Serem. That was the most exciting point. She's a woman that I adore a lot. And I've worked with Janet Mbugua. I've worked with your very own Lillian Muli, Betty Kialo, Yemi Alade, Carol Odero, Sheila Muniga.
So the stars are lining up to for you.
Yes,
you haven't dressed me yet, so
we are about to get about to that today.
Talk about that later.
But
what has that experience been like seeing your pieces on people that you admire or people that have huge followings and you're seeing them showcasing your work?
I forgot to mention Akode.
Oh, and Akode, Madame Boss.
Madame Boss, yes. So it's quite humbling, to see that you can produce something. And, clothes and women, there are lots of attachment and emotions with clothes. A woman will not step out when they are not convinced that they are looking nice.
True.
And so for me to have the feeling that somebody stepped out in Nato and they were actually feeling confident about that, it humbles a lot. It humbles a lot, and it gives me the strength to carry on.
Yeah. The works that you've done, both that have been showcased here, you've won, this award is from Nigeria. You've traveled abroad, you've been invited to Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week and so many other things. What message are you carrying with you as you go out there?
Keep trying, keep pushing. I've worked with a lot of stylists. I think that is also another thing that has made me to grow. I've worked with a lot of stylists in doing collaboration. I've worked closely with Connie and other big stylists. I think keep pushing, know what you want. You do not have to run it alone. If you cannot do it alone, have somebody to work with. Yeah,
because you said you started off with one tailor.
Yeah.
I'm assuming now.
We've grown now. I have a team now. I have a team now, yeah.
And it must be very important in terms of picking that team of who you trust and who has the same vision for the work that you do as well.
Yeah.
You've accomplished so much in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone is watching this and being like, how? Like how? You must have faced at some point some obstacles or, made some pieces that didn't sell, or have you had those moments of thinking, I don't know what I'm doing here?
I'll say doing this, again, it's very expensive. Some people think that if you get to showcase, you get your returns immediately. It's never immediate. It's a long term. It's an investment. So that has been when, because as I travel abroad, normally you cater for your own flights, accommodation, the show, we get to pay the show. And that will bring me back to Cannes. I need a bare minimum of 2.5 to showcase at
2.5
Cannes.
million.
Yes, the show is 1 million. Of course, I'm looking for sponsors. If somebody's, can do that.
So how does that work? You find partnerships like you've done with Moet, or how do you raise the funds for that?
Currently, I'm pushing that alone. I don't have any sponsor to that, but I'm determined that I'm going. It will start from the 8th to the 18th, but the show is just for today, May next month.
May next month.
Yes.
So you've got to find some cash.
I have to get a sponsor. If you're out there, you come. The show only is 1 million to enter.
Wow.
Then I need cost of production. I must be traveling with somebody, and then cost of flight, accommodation for all these. It's high.
That would be a huge milestone in your career, though, right?
True. It's the biggest. It's the biggest that. I'll celebrate my life this year for that. So these are one of the challenges. People fear to invest in this. This will have returns later. They could not be immediate. Like the shows that I've done, you don't sell on the runway. Well, occasionally I get to sell a few pieces from the runway, but you don't get to sell there. So if you have the heart that you will get your money if you travel, you'll be disappointed if you do one show and there's no return. But you keep pushing, and my mind is very open always to collaborate, even with celebrities, to get your work out there. I always do that, so that is how I get my returns.
Another thing about you that you seem to have gotten this far in such a short amount of time is I think your background has helped you quite a bit in your education, right? Because you know about communications and marketing and PR and all those things, and a lot of people just think that they'll get by on talent. It isn't always the case. Perhaps you can speak to younger designers who look up to you, or fashionistas who want to get into this business, about having that foundation and having that background.
I think again, it's very important to know the focus. I get to train a lot of fashion designers now. Lots of these fashion schools send their young people to train under me, to intern with me. I've met a number of them, quite a few though. I know good schools that I've worked with that they are trained all around and they know what they want. But I've met these young people that, fashion is still really, we are getting there. It's still really not in there. Our parents are struggling to accept that this can pay. It actually pays. But you have to focus in each and everything that anybody is doing. Focus is the key. Put your focus there and you get your returns. These people, it's like they got this, they were called to do this, like, okay, your parents got you these papers, go to Kenya Poly, Kenya Poly, go to this school to learn. And they just like, I'm doing this for my father. Which I also did. But I think it's very right to have a conversation with your parents exactly on the line of career you want to take. Then, because that will lead you to your future. If you miss this, and you have a quite miserable life, I think, afterwards. So I think it's very right to know what you want. You can have conversations with your parents to guide you right on what to. And if not, you got other people to talk to hold your hands. I get to train a lot of people. I'm very happy to these young ones that they exactly know what they want. They go for it. I currently have a student from Machakos University. I'm so amazed of how much she wants. She gets to push me. She gets to make me be on toes.
It's amazing that you have that type of passion also to give back and to mentor these young people. We were talking about sponsorship for Khan and maybe people watching who want to be mentored by you.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can share your website or your social media accounts, or how people can get a hold of you and your pieces, of course.
Thank you. I am based in Hurlingham Plaza, on the ground floor, room number 19A. I'm on social media. On Facebook, I'm Aulgah Nato. On Instagram, I'm Aulgah_Nato. And my website is www.aulgahnato.com.
Perhaps you can spell your first name for us.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce it.
Aulgah is AULGAH.
Okay.
Aulgah, and the Nato is a 4-letter word, just N-A. It's not NATO. People pronounce it as NATO, but it's okay. It's N-A-T-O. Yeah, and my office number is 0727 120 292. I'll say it again, 27 120 292. You can reach us on that,
Okay. Well, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
And best of luck next month.
I am so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's a milestone, I
think it's incredible to see. It feels like, to me, it's like a brand new dawn of fashion in Kenya.
Exactly.
Where we thought this is what Kenyan fashion designers make, and this is what it looks like. We never thought of this or the piece behind you. They're just so elegant and so very, very exquisite. So
thank you.
Nice to meet you, Aulgah.
Thank you so very much. Looking forward to dressing you next.
That's happening. That's happening. Now that we've met,
Yeah.
definitely I'll stop by sometime
Thank
in
you
your shop in
very
Hurlingham
much.
and talk to you.